I began this journey in 1978. I've stayed for 30 years because it's a family atmosphere. People love one another here. It's not just a job to us. My role as a monitor technician is important because I have to maintain the rhythms of the patients. Any changes that occurs, I have to make sure I notify that particular nurse. That is my job, that is my responsibility, and that I take with great pride because I'm helping to take care of people and to make sure that they get the care that they need in the time that they need it. Good evening. How y'all doing today?
Retention is really important here at Vidant Edgecombe. You want consistency in the staff and with the service that you're providing for the community. And we've had a number of long-term employees that have been here. They know the ropes, they know their job, they're professionals, they're experts. Ernestine is a great example of our staff here at Vidant Edgecombe Hospital.
I think the town, the community deserves to have a hospital that's here for them, that loves them, that cares for them, that wants the best for them and their families. Okay, so first admission we go in 402. I work with the best team in the world. A lot of people have stayed because of the pride that we all take in the hospital. There's love and there's unity and there's togetherness. Hey, you got 402 as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're getting there patiently.
Ernestine is great. She's the type of caregiver that if you're in need, if you're sick, if you're hurt, you want to look up and see her taking care of you. She is absolutely the epitome of what a great employee is, and that's to meet the mission of Vidant, to take care of our community, to do the right thing for our patients, to provide excellence in our patient care.
Over my 38 years here, I have been shown nothing but love. I feel very valued, and I do appreciate it. I want to thank the whole hospital. I want to thank my manager. I want to thank my coworkers, because we are the best of the best.
Want to know the one parenting style to rule them all? Here's a hint. It's not helicopter moms or lawnmower dads. It's lighthouse parenting. Lighthouse parents do their jobs by balancing care with protection. They're like lighthouses, guiding their children so they don't hit the rocks and sink. Steadfast, always keeping watch. They provide warmth and rules. Plus, lighthouse parenting is based in science. This illuminating parenting style will help you raise teens you want to hang out with, marvel at, and send into the world.
The time has come to shine a light, like a laser beam, on something we just can't afford to miss. And that is to move from developing leaders to developing leaders of character. And one of my key promises when I sit down with an organization is, I promise this will be relevant. There's no way this can't be relevant, because you get to define how this lays over the top of your life. Your character, your leadership is socially constructed, and it's a moment-to-moment journey. It is a mountain with no top, but by God, this is a mountain worth climbing. This is who you are. I come from a 25-year career in the Air Force, where I focused as a behavioral scientist on developing leaders of character. As I transitioned out of my career in the Air Force, I realized I've got to keep doing this, because this is a conversation that matters. Matter of fact, the time has never been more perfect and more important to make sure we get the leadership thing right. My priorities in designing a program for any client, I want to energize, enlighten, and equip. Energize, this should be exciting, man, because this is who we are. This is about your identity. I want to enlighten. There's got to be rigor and depth and science behind this. It can't just be fluff. And the last thing is I want to equip people. This has got to be able to lay over the top of their life and their context in a way that has meaning and that it's actionable. They can walk out of there going, I know what to do. People are following your wingtips. You know that. People are adjusting their course and their behavior and their orientation based on how you look, what you say, how you say it, and what you do. And they may see the bumper stickers or the slogans on the wall, or they read the regulations, and this is how it's supposed to be, but I'm watching you as my leader on a Tuesday morning in this office, in this shop, in this detail. That's how we really roll around here. And if I want to survive and thrive in this culture, I'm going to adjust to line up with that. I want to help people pass the testable moments of life. So in our time together, I want to give you an insight, a tool, a technique that shows up when life shows up. You go, there it is again. And now I know how to respond to it. This is going to be sort of a grad school level dive into the science and art behind the leadership. But we're going to offer it in a way that's fun and engaging and humorous and challenging and reflective. But at the end of the day, it's got to be relevant. This stuff travels. Yeah, it's going to be relevant to where you work, in your offices, in your teams, in your units. But this also applies to your personal life too. This is who you're trying to be in the relationships that matter with your kids and your friends and your spouses and your church and your communities. And this matters because this is life. This is about the fundamentals of leadership. But beyond that is also about the fundamentals of being human. As a father, as a husband, as a friend, these principles apply and matter to me too. And that's why when I approach these sessions, I'm not teaching, I am just sharing. That's where my heart's at. I'm sharing stuff that I know matters because it works in my life and it works in the lives of thousands of other people I've shared it with.